Welcome to the 2024 Kodokan Cup here at the Takasaki Arena. We have the women's finals, and the first final is the under 48 kilogram category between Yoshioka in white and Kondo in blue. Both left-handed fighters, left to left. That means that the sleeve will be available. Both be looking for the dominant sleeve grip and then the inside grip on the lapel. Always tempting to go for that outside leg. Osoto Geishi is the danger and looking for the Uchimata there. And Kondo just looking for the line. Well, they'll have to grip up. So the referee straight away, Shido, and now they both know that the gripping has to be positive. Looking for the Ashiwaza to set it up there, Kondo. And again, looking for the line in. Yoshioka on the defensive. But neither one of them yet attacked with a full-blooded attack. Kondo is the one with the Ashiwaza. And that was a little attempt there for the Koichigari. And now Yoshioka has a chance for Newaza. We haven't seen any Newaza, not yet. Are they going to follow it down to the ground? Both look just that little bit tentative. Almost afraid to lose. This is the final then of the under 48 kilograms. And we know that this sets it up for the winner to travel abroad and compete in some of the major tournaments abroad. It's almost a stepping stone competition, and that very low Tayatoshi there, almost scoring from Yoshioka. Didn't get the landing, but that's the closest we've come so far to any kind of score. Halfway through the first 4 minutes. Has the sleeve. Kondo. And again looking for the Uchimata. Trying to set it up with that inside grip. Change of direction this time. Not quite sure whether it was Sumagaishi or Tomonagi, but it was a complete change of direction. And I think that's where they're going to score. Just changing to the other flank. Already a Shido each on the board. One more Shido would really change the balance of the contest. And again, there's the Kouchigari there from Yoshioka. Needs to get the action-reaction. Well, pressure on the edge there from Kondo. Yoshioka needs to get away from the edge. Tries the Seanagi. And again, that front leg there, they were really close there to going round that front leg. Have to be careful for the counter. Well, neither one of them wants to go into Newaza. 48 seconds left in this first 4 minutes. If no score after 4 minutes, it will go into golden score. Now starting to open up. Yoshioka there through the Seanagi in. Ouchigari from Kondo. Seanagi from Yoshioka. And now I think they both realise that they've got to open up. "24 seconds left. Are they going to up the pace? Neither one of them wants to go into golden score if they can help it here. One score will just finish it, will win the title. And right the way underneath there, and that was a great attempt there from Kondo. Just coming off the other shoulder, Yoshioka. So it is going to go into golden score. 1 second left. Neither one having chance to grip up. And now they have, well, as long as it takes now to get a score. The pace starting to pick up. And there's a big, massive Surigoshi there. And look at that, Ashiwaza. Kondo almost scores with the Ashiwaza on the rebound there. And now, straight into the Newaza. Well, has she got the Shimiwaza? She might have it. And the referee right there says, no, it's across the face. So the pace definitely picked up. Both fighters taking chances. And now, Kondo. She realizes she's got to fire back. And there's a Seoinage there from Kondo. Has the sleeve. Drop Seoinage. Yoshioka then. It's 1 for 1. These two both attacking with the Seoinage. One attacks and then the other one follows. Looking for the sleeve control first. That inside grip, absolutely crucial here for both these fighters. They say that if you're going to get caught with a technique, it's going to be your own technique. And that was a change of sides this time from Kondo. Dropped underneath on the right-hand side. Second Shido for Yoshioka. So now she's under pressure. One more Shido for Yoshioka and it'll be all over. Look at the pace here from Kondo. She realizes she'll pile the pressure on now and she'll have to make sure that all of the techniques have good rotation and Kazushi. And this time Yoshioka tries but gets easily squashed. And now it's Kondo taking her down to ground. She's going to look for the turnover. And it was too tight there. Yoshioka defending well. What a hard-fought contest this under 48 kilos category final is. And again, change of direction from Kondo. Just a couple of attacks off now, and it could possibly be a third Shido for Yoshioka. Has the grip. Kondo, is she going to go in? And it's Yoshioka that goes in there with the Sodi Surakumigoshi. And she just saves it. And again, Kondo looking for the Uchimata. Has she got the Shimiwaza? No. The referee says no. And both of these fighters now just looking that little bit tired, as you would expect. The pace definitely a lot faster in this golden score period. Kondo goes in. Oh, Ashiwaza! And she steals it. Yoshioka gets a Wazari there. And that Akuriashi Harai there steals the contest and the title. And Yoshioka, well, catches her on the rebound there. Kondo came in. And Yoshioka countered her with a nicely timed Ashiwaza. The final of the under 52 kilos category. Fujishiro in white against Takeuchi in blue. Straight away, both have their grips. So are they going to go in? As soon as they have two hands on, you can normally guarantee that somebody then will attack. So change of grip there. Controlling the sleeve for Jishiro. And it's Takeuchi who makes the first attack there. Very low, Seanagi. And now, well, chance for Newaza there, but Fujishiro decides to stand up. Always a bit tentative with the Kumakata. The one who dominates with two hands is normally the one that attacks. Well, both opting to grip up. Fujishiro on the inside of the lapels. She's going to go left and right. And again, it's Takeuchi that goes in with the drop Seanagi. And now Fujishiro goes into the attack in Newaza. And she's looking for the roll here. She's got the arm and now looking to turn. But she needs the momentum. Trying to get that leg there to gain the momentum. Can she swing it enough? And the referee says no, Mate. So it was right on the edge there as well. So Mate, minute and a half gone. Fujishiro and Takeuchi head to head here. And it all depends on who initiates their technique first. Neither one of them really looking as if they were going to get a big score. Looking for the action-reaction, Takeuchi. And now looking for the Newaza. Fujishiro on top. She's going to go for the arm. So she wants to know in Newaza. And the referee just saying, no, it's got to be a little bit quicker than that. Anything that's continuous and also progressive, they'll let it carry on. And she's on the double lapel again for Jishiro. Is she going to go in? Looking for the line all the time. And needs to be a little bit careful on that edge. She's going for the arm again. This is where it's going to be decided. I just get the feeling that the Newaza here from Fujishiro is going to be the deciding factor. And Takeuchi needs to get up a little bit quicker. Looking for the right arm over the top, Takeuchi. Well, they've got to attack. We saw previously in the 48 kilograms, it picked up pace as they got towards golden score. This is the last minute here. That Tomonagi easily squashed by Takeuchi. Needs to get a little bit more movement with it. Create space and to get some kind of draw for the Yoko Tomonagi. So a tight match here into the last minute of the first 4 minutes. Arm round the back. And now Fujishiro attacks again in Newaza. Takeuchi. Again, not doing much down there, just laying there, waiting for the mate. Into the last 20 seconds. Takeuchi trying to get that arm round the neck, trying to control the sleeve. Fujishiro looking for the Newaza, and in she goes again, but she won't have enough time here. It's going to go into golden score. So golden score. Any score now will do it, and still not a penalty on the board. Again, arm round the back. And now, here we go again. Fujishiro goes in. And looking for the Jujigatame. Is she hooked into the arm? She'll have to be hooked into the arm first and then go. She's going to roll the wrong way. And Takeuchi, is she going to manage just to stand up here to avoid the arm lock? Yes, she does. Well, it's the obvious tactic here from Fujishiro to get Takeuchi down on the ground. But the transition has to be just that little bit faster, that little bit smoother. Looking for the drop. Seoinage, Seotoshi, and there it is. No hands. And, well, she tried for the Makikomi, didn't she? But left the arm out there yet again. Kind of get the feeling that referee could just let it go that little bit. Just give her a chance to hook in. And there's the Shido there. A bit unfortunate because she was due to get the Shido for not attacking in a standing position, and so went to ground, didn't get enough time to really build up the attacks on the ground. So she's a Shido down, Fujishiro. And she's the one probably that is looking the most threatening. And here she goes again, and that was another flop from Takeuchi. Just drops to the ground. And that is definitely borderline between being false attack and just about an attack. Difficult decision sometimes for the referee. So it's Fujishiro. Oh, and that was the better attack from Takeuchi there. Sasai, Tsurukumiashi, and just managed to block the leg there. Almost caught her with the Ashiwaza. Didn't get the landing. 2 minutes into golden score. Fujishiro needs to pick up the pace. Holding right, goes for the Tomonagi. Now comes on top. And the referee not giving any time there for the Newaza. Well, it's a Shido again for Fujishiro. She gets a Shido for the drop. The Tomonagi didn't go anywhere, didn't create any kind of movement. So she gets a second Shido. And Takeuchi now decides to try and do a little bit of Newaza on Fujishiro. Well, it's going back and forth, isn't it, this contest? Fujishiro just falling behind. And those drop attacks from Takeuchi could possibly steal this title. Needs to go in first, Fujishiro. Takeuchi knows that she's set here. If she just manages to put a couple more attacks in. They're not strong attacks, that's for sure, but just about pulling ahead from Fujishiro. One last chance for Fujishiro. And now it's Fujishiro looking for the Uchimata. Well, it might just be a saviour, that last effort from Fujishiro. Gives her a little bit more time. Remember, one score and it could be decided on that score. 3.5 minutes into golden score. And again, it's Takeuchi goes in. No real possibility, I don't think, with that of scoring, but one more of those and it could be all over. Fujishiro realizes it. She goes forwards. Now a chance. Needs to be a little bit quicker with the transition. Here we go. Can she turn it into the hold down? She has a possibility for the Jujigatami here. Can she go to the top of the arm? She needs to be hooked in properly. The referee right on top of it. And they can see that there is a possibility that it could end. If she can go round the head, apply pressure to the arm here. And Takeuchi, remember, is really tired. It's all progressive. Referee saying, no, I'm going to stand you up. And now it's going to be up to Fujishiro to again put the attacks in. Takeuchi, she knows that if she pushes hard now, she could steal this. And that's another attack there from Fujishiro. Fujishiro now having to defend. Both fighters must be absolutely exhausted here. Well, we've got 5 minutes, almost 5 minutes into golden score. So both fighters have been fighting for 9 minutes. Makikomi again there from Takeuchi. And again looking for the newaza, looking for the turnover. We've seen so many of the Japanese fighters so successful with that double lapel turn. And this time Takeuchi gets a Shido. Fujishiro comes forwards. Piles on the pressure. And now she's the one putting the attacks in. And all of a sudden, it's switching over. Takeuchi now on the back foot. Well, if Takeuchi gets a second Shido here, then it could all change. Everything could change. Trying to pile the pressure on the edge. And Fujishiro turns it back in. Is she going to go in first? Yes, she does. Takeuchi falling behind on attacks. One more attack here from Fujishiro could even it all up. Well, they're both on the sleeves. And now, and there she goes again. Fujishiro goes in. It's not a strong attack. But it might mean a second Shido there for Takeuchi. Well, Takeuchi can't afford to be static. She's got to attack. Takeuchi, she can't get two hands on, and that's why the Makikomi is the attack that she's using. Fujishiro still coming forwards. Two Shidos up for Fujishiro. Takeuchi got one Shido on the board, and look at the pressure. She's piling on the pressure there. Both feet went out the area, and well, was it a push out? I don't know what the referee's going to decide here. Yeah, she's going to give a push out there for Takeuchi. It's 2-2, two Shidos each, and now Takeuchi knows that trying to just push her out for that third penalty is not the thing to do. So Fujishiro, arm round the back. She'll have to be first in. Takeuchi tries the Ashiwaza again. Two Shidos on the board, and both of these fighters realize now that every attack that they do has got to be a strong attack. This is when the lactic acid in the wrists and the hands starts to really come in. You can't hardly grip, and there's the Makikomi again there from Takeuchi. Trying for the Jujigatami for Jishiro. The referee says no. Fujishiro's the one coming forwards. Takeuchi just dropping as soon as she feels danger. Now is it going to happen? Yes, she gets it. Ashiwaza in the end there. Takeuchi then just manages to scoop the leg there with a Sukui Nagi to take Fujishiro down onto her side for a Wazari score. Well, I'm not going to say it was against the run of play, but it was going back and forth all the way through the match. And in the end, it was Takeuchi that gets the score. Final of the under 57 kilos category, and straight into the attack there, Adachi in white against Fuchida in blue. Looking really eager there, Adachi wanting to get the first grip on, and straight down to the ground here. Fuchida looking for the arm. So good to see that they both want to know Inewaza as well. So hopefully see some good transition. Left-handed fighter Adachi looks for the change of direction there with the Sumigeshi. Fuchida again on top, looking for the turnover. Inewaza. Looking for the Uchimata. Didn't have the second hand on Fuchida. Needs this sleeve as well. Always a danger, left against right, that the Uchimata Sakeshi is a possibility. And again, looking for the changes of direction. Fuchida and Adachi looking for the Sumigeshi. The biggest advantage, of course, is going over to the other flank. And there's a change of direction there. Fuchida looking for the Seanagi on the left. Looking for the line in, and again just looking for the change of direction. Fuchida then straight away, when she feels any danger, she attacks out of danger, and that's managed to get Adachi a Shido for not attacking. Quite often these contests, it's all about pace, just getting the attack in at the right time. She's looking for the Uchimata here, Adachi. Now, locked onto the arm. So Fuchida looking for the Jujigatami. Feeds that leg through there. Adachi hoping to, well, she was defending her lapel there, Fuchida, stopping her opponent from gripping the lapel, so you can't just block it. So she gets a Shido, and there was an Ashiwaza there from Adachi. It's one thing having, well, a sleight of body so that they can't grip the lapel, but you can't just block it off. Not with the hand anyway. And that, for me, was a false attack. Not sure whether she'll get away with that, because that looked to me as if she just dropped onto her back there, Fuchida. She's the one attacking, though, and that means that just probably just ahead. Adachi will have to pick up the pace. Fuchida, always the one looking as if she's going to take advantage. Now then, watch. Oh, Uranagi there from Fuchida, and she manages to take her over for a wazari. And as soon as she got around the waist there, something was going to happen. Adachi went in too high. So now she's got to pile on the pressure. And Fuchida will have to be careful of any kind of drops. And that was a drop. Probably will get Shido for that one. Attacking out of trouble. And Adachi comes forwards now. She's on a mission. That left arm over the top. Trying to back her up to the edge there. Trying to get a Shido from Fuchida. And pile on the pressure. Referee having nothing to do with it. So piling on the pressure, but just cannot look only for the penalty, Adachi. She'll have to try and throw. 17 seconds left. Wazari on the board for Fuchida. Adachi coming forwards. Trying to find the line for the Uchimata. This left against right. Really, really awkward for both of the fighters there. And that Makikomi there is not going to be enough. 9 seconds left. And she's just got to waste a few seconds here for Fuchida, whilst looking positive at the same time. She's looking as if she's going for the Jujigatame. Referee says mate. 1 second left on the clock, and it's not going to be enough. Fuchida then does enough. That Uranagi was enough to give her the title, and she took the opportunity just at the right time. Adachi went too high, and Fuchida takes the title. Here we have the under 63 kilos category, Kaju in white against Dano in blue. Lively start. Searching for the grips, looking for the inside grip. They'll have to go 2 hands on. Arm round the back, looking for the Sumigaeshi. And now looking for the transition in as well. Straight away onto the arm. Look at the Haragatame there on the arm. Quick transition from Kaju. And now we can see that Dano will have to be a little bit cautious in the Newaza. Always strong fight for Kumakata. Can't separate away from the grips. They'll have to go forwards. Keep snapping away, and there will be a Shido each. So that's the warning. Have to grip up. And now she has the grip. Kaju, as soon as she had the sleeve there, the hips went across. And now it's Dano looking for the Newaza. Left to left. Well, you ask any left-handed fighter who they don't want to fight, and that's another left-hander. Looking for the right-handed technique there, Kaju. Most of these fighters can switch it left and right. Most will have something over the other flank. Oh, has the sleeve there, Dano. Well, as soon as she had the sleeve, she was starting to attack, and she can't get any kind of rotation there, Kaju, because of the defense of Dano. So both strong in defense, these two. just over halfway. It's a good crowd here in this stadium. Good support from this crowd for this Kodokan Cup. And look at that, she just takes the leg there. The mate wasn't called and she took the leg. And is she going to get away with it, or is she going to get she gets away with it. And a little bit fortunate there, just from our angle, we could see that she took the leg just that little bit too early. And again, no rotation. That possibly could be a Shido there for Kaju. So Kaju gets away with it. They're not getting a lot of rotation because of the defense that each one of them has. They're just blocking with the hips, blocking with the arms. Literally killing the techniques dead. Almost in for the Koichigari there. Just 45 seconds left this first 4 minutes. Not a lot happened, and nobody really looking as if they're going to score. Well, both fighters look to me as if they just don't want to lose. They're on the sleeves, they're trying to block out. That's going to be a Shido. They're just literally pushing the arms down there to defend. So just 10 seconds left, and then it will go into golden score. Tight contest here in this final, the under 63 kilos category. Dano pushing forwards again. Kaju. Well, there is golden score. So now any score, all penalties, of course, will decide this. We've seen so far in the other categories, the golden scores just rev them up that little bit. The pace picks up. Referee, is he going to give? Yes, he is. A second penalty goes up to Dano. Just for blocking out, and that was the pushing the sleeve down, not getting the action-reaction, using it. Just using it to defend. Big arm over the top from Kaju, and that was as close as we've seen. Drops right the way underneath there, Dano, but Kaju now looking for the double lapel. Look at that, she's got the belt as well. She's going to do the turnover. Is she in trouble herself? Because that full commitment sometimes can be very costly, and almost got herself into trouble there. One minute into golden score. So it has livened up. Who's going to win this under 63 kilos title? Arm over the back now from Kaju. Is she going to go into the Newaza again? Look at the arm going into the belt. She'll look for the turnover again, and she'll try and get the momentum going. Referee allowing it to carry on. And the way she goes again, this time manages to get the turnover. Referee did well there to let that carry on, and she goes into the Tati Shiogutami, and she manages to secure the hold down there. That was a good bit of Newaza, and the referee is called Wazari, just needed the 10 seconds, and that was good Newaza from Kaju. The referee could have stopped it at this point, but he let it go on. Look at the turnover here. The leg gets trapped, but I think she attempted, didn't she, to bridge out and landed in the hold down there. Brilliant stuff from Kaju, And good Newaza in the end wins the title. Final of the under 70 kilograms category, Honda in white, Terada in blue. Right against left. Opposite stance, these two. Oh, look at that. Honda straight away in for the attack. Almost scored. Nice little ashiwaza there from Honda. Always a good start when they start with good feet to set the big attacks up. Terada, I think, will be a little cautious now. She knows that the ashiwaza of Honda are going to be a factor. There she is again, trying to get that left leg back so that she can find the way in for the uchimata. Try and find the line. Oh, look at that. Terada goes in with an uchimata. And of course the big danger is the Sakeshi. And they skip around that leg, move the hips, especially left against right. Creating that bit of space there with that right arm, Honda. That Saruti hand working overtime. But I think they'll both be after the same line, trying to find the right way in. And that means that often they'll feed the front leg in between before they go up for the uchimata. Oh, she was there again, trying to load her up there, Terada. I think we're going to see a big uchimata from Terada. Well, that one just collapsed. Didn't quite get the movement. So Honda, Terada final. Pretty even so far. Both trying to dominate the sleeve. This time Honda was quite aware that Terada wants to go up the middle, and a nice change of direction there from Terada with the Sasai Surakomiyashi. Suddenly switches to the other flank. Of course, that's the best thing to do to set them up for the uchimata. Still feel it, that the uchimata is looming. Which one will dare to do it? Ashiwaza there from Honda. Sasai from Terada. Got to be careful they don't defend too much. Possibility of a penalty. So a Shido each. 1 minute left of the first 4 minutes. Just get the feeling that that change of direction might do it. And Honda gets a second Shido there for just dropping onto her knees. And I think it was more because of the hands of Terada there. She felt the danger. There's the Sasai again there from Terada. Now Honda just behind on attacks, and now coming forward. She realizes that this is slipping away from her. Comes forwards, tries the Ashiwaza again. "23 seconds left. Still feel that the uchimata is in there if they dare take the chance. Needs to be stronger on that front leg there, Terada. Golden score. So every one of these finals so far has been into golden score. That's how tight these finals are. So Terada and Honda, I think it could go either way. And I just think that it's the one that takes the chance. We haven't really seen any positive newaza. Nobody really with an inclination to really attack from the transition. Starting to pick up pace now a little bit. They need to get the feet going, the ashiwaza, and there they go. We've seen no attacks on the other side. It's all one way, one directional all the time. Arm over the back now from Honda. Needs to use this now. She has the head under control. Oh, and she just tries the Makikomi there. Well, it turned into Makikomi anyway. That right arm there, easily broken off and defended by Terada. Now Terada will have to go as well. She'll have to attack, take the initiative. Uchimata. Now it goes in, and again, Suruti hand just breaking off, just not working. And now the newaza. Honda takes her to ground. First time we've seen any kind of newaza in this match. Trying to go off the sleeve this time, Honda. Well, she switched it, Honda, now, and decided to go the other way. So, holding right-handed. Looking for the sleeve. They can't catch the sleeve. And again, Honda just about getting away with that with an attack. Honda, 2 Shidos on the board. She knows that one more mistake and it will be all over. Terada gets a penalty. 2 Shidos up for Terada then. Now, anybody's match. Honda comes forwards. Big arm over the back. Looking to attack for the Taniotoshi and changing it up a little bit, Honda here. Piling the pressure on. They both know one more mistake and it's all over. Who's going to dare to attack and really make a commitment here? Under 63 kilos category final, and it's really, really tight. Almost 3 minutes now into golden score. You've got to be positive with the grips. Honda, arm over the back. She's got the sleeve. Oh, change of direction there from Terada, and I think Terada's going to get the score. Yes, she does. She gets the Wazari scored, and that was a quick change of direction there. Honda made a bit of a mistake. It wasn't the strongest of attacks, and Terada just drives her backwards for the score and the title. In the under 78 kilos category, Umeki in white, Aikida in blue. Immediately, well, straight away into the attack there. That Tomanagi right the way underneath by Akida. And now transitioning into the newaza, looking for the arm and just manages to come up and Mate is called by the referee. Just needed to be that little bit sharper with it. So we see straight away that Aikida wants the newaza. Trying to set her up for the uchimata. Right against left. Seen a lot of opposite stances in these finals. Looking for the uchimata there. Well, they're both looking for the uchimata. So again, danger of the Sakeishi. But lively grips, and they're attacking. Strong attacks too. I think both of them want the inside grip on the lapel. Always difficult to secure the sleeve when you get opposite stance. Well, that was an attack. As a result of that, they both left the area. So, well, as a penalty going to go up to Umeki, but I think that was for being passive, not for going outside the area. Looking for the Ashiguruma there. And straight into the attack now, Newaza. What can she do now? Meki needs to get the legs in. They're all looking for the turnover and didn't quite have the upper part of the body under control there. Was looking for the Sangaku turn. So both fighters don't mind going down to the ground, and shows us that there was a possibility that it could end in Newaza. Looking for the Uchimata Aikida. Good attacking stuff from these two, halfway through the first 4 minutes. Not so much pitter-patter with the grips. They are firm with the grips. They know what they want. And both of them landing the hands solidly onto the opponent. Good indicator that they both want to throw. And Uchimata again there by Akida, but drifting off towards the edge of the area. Umeki will have to be a little bit forthcoming and have to go forwards. Now, pulling her opponent round and almost against the arm there. And now straight into the Newaza. Is it going to be the same turn? Yes, it is. Now, big danger here for Aikida. And Aikida now, has she turned out? No, she's going to go back in. And look at her attacking the arm here. She's got the Udigarami here. The arm is on and the arm lock is going on, and she's got the leg out for the Osai Komi, but she gets the submission, and Aikida had to submit there. Umeki was the hunter. She hunted for it there. She gets the turnover, but then she keeps the control here. She could have lost it there, but she managed to keep control, and she was on the arm. Look at the Udigarami there. She has to get the angle right so that she doesn't put the shoulder under pressure, and the Udigarami goes on, and Umeki wins the title in style. The final of the plus 78 kilos category, Takahashi in white, Sagawa in blue. And straight away, coming forwards, both of these. Really looking physical. Trying to get the arm over the back of the neck. Dominating the sleeve, and straight away Sagawa goes into the attack. Got to be a bit cautious there. Takahashi almost went against the arm there. So looking dangerous with the kumakata. They have to get the kumakata that they want, and then they have to get the full attack in there, and that, well, Takahashi just collapses there. Tries the makikomi, and Sagawa says no, it's not going to happen. Look how she feeds the lapel into the hand there, Takahashi. And as soon as she got the grip that she wanted there, Sagawa tries to attack out of danger. Well, they so want a heavyweight contender, Japan, and Takahashi Sagawa will get a good chance if the winner of this will get different chances at some of the international events. Takahashi gets the first penalty, and Sagawa also gets a Shido, so Shido each. And again, just trying to get that left hand around the back of the neck there. So both fighters defending well, but I think that they've got to be a bit more proactive. They've got to up the ante, they've got to up the pace and start taking a couple of chances. Now they're starting. Two hands on. Looking for the Ashiguruma. So Takahashi had the two hands on. Sagawa felt the danger, just blocks her out. The referee will step in a minute. They've already got a Shido each. They can't afford another one. It will put pressure on if they get another penalty. And it's Takahashi that just indicates that she's going to attack with a big attack. Arm over now. And it lands. And in she goes. Trying for the makikomi, Takahashi. We've seen no newaza so far. Sagawa has to go forwards. Has to be proactive. Into the last minute, first 4 minutes. Well, it's a tight contest. We've seen some tight contests in all of these finals. You don't get to the final of the Kodokan Cup and not fight. You know that you've got every opportunity for bigger and better things. It's a great step up, Kodokan Cup. And there's another Shido there for Sagawa. So now the pressure is on. 25 seconds left of this first 4 minutes. Well, if she picks up the pace now, Takahashi, she could really pile the pressure on. Sagawa can't afford for her head to go down. She needs to keep the head up. Is she looking for the Uranagi there? She was round the waist. Well, it's going to go into golden score. So now it's up to either one of them now to pick up the pace and really go all out. We've seen a lot of the golden scores really pick up the pace. Throw caution to the wind. Take a few chances. Trying to feed the leg in there, Sagawa. Sagawa goes in again. That's 2 attacks from Sagawa. Not strong attacks. but she is going in. Now up to Takahashi. I think this is going to be decided just on one score. Of course, one more penalty to Sagawa and it'll be all over as well. So Sagawa can't afford not to attack. She has to attack. That left arm has to go on. Throws the left arm over the top. Sagawa then knows that she's got to attack. She's got to come forwards. Possibility that she could switch to the other side as well. I think that is what might do it. They're going one way all the time. And she tries the Seoinage there. Tries to go over to the other flank. And I think that's the key here. Sometimes you can go the same way, same direction all the time. And now it's Takahashi trying to pull the head down. Trying to get the third penalty, I think, for Sagawa. And I don't think that's the way to go. The referee and the top table there, they will be reluctant to give a third penalty for just doing that. Referee is turned towards Sagawa. I think he might give it. Yeah, he does. He's given Sagawa a third penalty. Well, I am a bit surprised because her head was down, but well, they've taken the Shido off and Sagawa gets to breathe again. And Takahashi, well, she gets the message that she can't just pull the head down and expect a third penalty there. She'll have to try and throw. So Sagawa still has a chance here. Is she going to take advantage of it? Is she going to come forwards? And is she going to really throw caution to the wind? 2 minutes into golden score. And it's Takahashi that comes across, looking threatening there with that Makikomi. Left to left. One of them could go here, and that wasn't a strong attack there from Sagawa. Takahashi manages to quell the storm, and Sagawa will have to get up and she'll have to come forwards. Both fighters just that little bit tired. Sagawa looking just that little bit more tired. Struggles to her feet here, has to come forwards. 2.5 minutes into golden score. Is she going to throw that big left arm over the back? Yes, she tries to do it. Takahashi just manages to stop it. One more penalty for Sagawa and it will be all over. Any drop attack, it will be all over. It's got to be a strong attack. Makikomi again by Takahashi. Well, that was a stronger attack there from Takahashi. More commitment. Sagawa needs to take a step forward. Takahashi, she needs to do a couple of really good quality attacks here. Left to left. Who's going to go in? And it's Takahashi. Oh, Seoinage again on the right by Sagawa. And manages to get the rotation. A good attack there from Sagawa. Under pressure. Well, we've nearly done 2 whole 4-minute contests all in one here in this final. Now it's who can dig in, who wants it more. 4 minutes into golden score. And she comes forwards again, Sagawa. Both looking for the same grip. Both looking for the Makikomi. Sagawa We've seen her change direction. We know she can go to the right. We haven't seen Takahashi change direction. Now we have. Look at that change of direction there. And Takahashi was so close there with that Ashiguruma. Sagawa comes to the front and she comes forwards. They're really, really tired. And you can see it that their body language says, I haven't got anything left. But from my training in the past, I know that this is where you have to produce your best judo. No more power left. And your cardio is running out. So you have to rely on all of your judo skills. Who's going to pull it out the bag? Takahashi against Sagawa. They'll have to come forwards. They come forwards, they grip up. And now, the one who dares is going to get this. They're the one that's going to sneak it. And Takahashi comes in for a Makikomi, almost scoring. Not far off anyway. And Sagawa just manages to defend. And I think it might be all over here. And Sagawa then gets the third Shido. And that last attack there from Takahashi was just enough to steal the title. So that concludes the women's event at this year's Kodokan Cup.